YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy David from NBA Knowledge, and today we are going to talk about 5 of the best players of the postseason so far. We've seen some of the greatest moments, such as the Denver Nuggets coming back from 3-1, and we've seen some of the saddest moments, such as the Clippers allowing the Denver Nuggets to come back from 3-1. And as a disclaimer, because the Clippers failed so miserably, and the Bucks as well, players like Giannis, Kawhi, and Paul George will not be a part of this list due to their underachievements in the playoffs this year, despite them having moments where, they did play relatively well, especially in the case of Kawhi. I thought he played well in that first round matchup against the Mavericks. But without further ado, let's talk about the players who actually either overachieved or just lived up to expectations. And the first one is the Blue Arrow himself, Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray this postseason was incredible. In the first round, after struggling a little bit against the Jazz in the first 4 games, he exploded in the last 3 games of that series and even finished that series with multiple 50-point outings. And yeah, as crazy as it is for Jamal Murray, he really proved and solidified his stardom in the NBA. And he followed that up with an amazing, at least last couple of games against the Los Angeles Clippers, as he was sensational and even in Game 7 torched them for a 40-piece. And despite them losing in 5 to the Los Angeles Lakers, outside of Game 1, all those games were very close and could have gone either way, and Jamal Murray played his role. Throughout the postseason, he averaged 27 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds, while shooting 51% from the field, 45% from 3 on over 7 attempts a game, which is just insane, and also shot 90% from the free throw line. He was clutch in the fourth quarters. He turned up a notch that honestly nobody was able to do throughout the entire postseason, and it just really showed that Jamal Murray is ready to take that next step towards superstardom in the NBA. But the next young player that played amazing in the postseason that a lot of people aren't really talking about is Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum was amazing this playoffs and really bounced back from a very disappointing showing last year as they lost in the second round in a gentleman's sweep against the Milwaukee Bucks. This postseason, he put up averages of 26 points and grabbed 10 rebounds, which is pretty surprising, and also facilitated 5 assists a game, while shooting 43% from the field, 37% from behind the arc, and 81% from the free throw line. And though he did have some struggles against the Heat, his defensive play cannot be overlooked, and considering the fact that Kemba Walker was just such ass in a lot of those games, and they clearly have a weakness due to their lack of size, I can't really hate on Tatum too much, especially when you consider what he was able to accomplish in the second round. And a small shout out to Jaylen Brown as well, because I know it wasn't just Tatum out there by himself. They both played well, but I honestly think this playoffs and this season as a whole really just highlighted that the future is bright, not only for the Boston Celtics, but for the career of that of Jason Tatum. Moving on to the next player that we have, another young player again, and it is Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic this year was incredible. In the regular season, damn near averaged a 30-point triple-double, and he followed that up with one of the greatest postseason debuts that we have ever seen. Against the Clippers, he averaged 31 points and nearly 9 assists, along with 10 rebounds a game, while shooting 50% from the field, 36% from 3 on over 7 attempts a game, I might add. And though he did shoot 65 to 66% from the free throw line, he was consistently getting to the basket with ease and drawing fouls like it was nothing. So sure, he didn't shoot that efficiently from there, but considering the fact that all the other stuff in the categories of the box score is at an elite level, who really cares? And in that series, he had one of the greatest games in NBA history. In Game 4, he would drop 43 points, 13 assists, 17 rebounds, 2 steals and a block, while shooting 58% from the field. He shot 4 of 10 from behind the arc, which is 40%. And yeah, he hit one of the most clutch game winners in NBA history. Mind you that they didn't even have Kristaps Porzingis because he was out due to an injury. And it even gets crazier when you realize that he rolled his ankle earlier on and was playing on a bad ankle. Luka Magic is a real thing, and I am excited for the future, not only of the league, but of this guy right here, because he could be the best player in the league as soon as next season. Yeah, I'm calling it for real. But moving on to the next player, we have the king himself, LeBron motherfucking James. This guy, LeBron, continues to defy Father Time. And yeah, Father Time is undefeated, but it's obvious that it has not caught LeBron yet. LeBron this postseason activated his playoff mode like normal and averaged 27 points, 9 assists and 11 rebounds, a steal and a block, while shooting 54 to 55% from the field, shooting 35% from behind the arc, and 74% from the free throw line. In his offensive game, we all know what he's capable of on that end. Great playmaker, great finisher, and he's been pretty solid from behind the arc, and he's actually even converted his free throws higher than his averages during the regular season over the past couple of years. But I think people are kind of overlooking what LeBron has done defensively this postseason. Because sure, he's not even the best defender on his team. That honor goes to Anthony Davis, which we will get to next. But LeBron on the defensive end terrorized Russell Westbrook in the second round and also played pretty solid defense on Jamal Murray in the conference finals. And sure, he isn't Kawhi Leonard who can guard the opposing team's best player throughout the duration of the game, or at least I should say Kawhi in his prime because he doesn't do that anymore, but he still has the ability to clamp up the best opposing team's offensive player in the fourth quarter. He showed it in the first round, showed it in the second round, showed it in the conference finals, and he's even showing it right now in the NBA finals as he had a great game 2 performance, also recording 33, 9, and 9. He's even damn near averaging a triple-double, averaging 27 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists currently in the NBA finals. LeBron has definitely defied all of Father Time's expectations, and honestly, Father Time's going to catch him whenever LeBron says it's time for him to catch him. But moving on to the next and final player that we have on this list, the coming out party of Anthony Davis. AD has made the playoffs before in the past, but he's only made it twice, and the furthest that he got was the second round, and the other time he got swept by the Golden State Warriors. Ironically, he lost to the Warriors in both of his playoff runs. But this year, alongside LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers roster, AD has been incredible and had a historic postseason run. He's averaged 28 points along with grabbing 9 rebounds and facilitating 4 assists, recording a steal and a half and a block and a half, while shooting 58% from the field, 40% from behind the arc, albeit on less than 3 attempts, but he is making one of them a game, and is also shooting 83% from the free throw line. And similar to LeBron, as good as he's been on the offensive end, he's even been better on the defensive end. He's been killing it, even recording 2 points in the fourth quarter that were very critical down the stretch of the recent game in the NBA Finals in Game 4. He even had back-to-back 30-point performances in Game 1 and Game 2, which were his first 2 games in Finals history. So I gotta give a shout out to AD. He's been fearless this postseason. He has not let the light be too bright for him. And honestly, similar to many other people, I'm just glad to see his numbers actually converting to wins, because it sucks to see very talented players in small markets or just on teams and organizations that they honestly don't know what the fuck to do with talent like that. But that concludes this video, you guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you like the channel. Hit the bell for post notifications. This is your boy David from NBA Knowledge. Y'all, please stay safe out there. It's a crazy world, you know what I'm saying? And do not forget to wear a mask. I'm out. Peace.